friends, Damien Alameda out here in Salt Lake City at the Delta Center, joined by a very special guest you've seen here all over the coverage here in Salt Lake City, CBS Sports Dana Jacobson. Dana, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you're sitting there on the sideline. You're watching Arizona and Long Beach State, the tale of two halves. Through your eyes, what's going through your mind?
Well, the one thing I thought in the first half, I can't believe I'm going to actually say this, oh my gosh, is this going to be another Princeton? I really did. There was sort of in that beginning thought of, could this happen? Is it 2 years in a row where it's just whether it's the moment or you're not hitting shots or something happens, could this happen for them again? So there was a little of that flashing through my mind, and probably because we had that game last year. And then I saw the balance that I had read about or seen a little bit, and how balanced this team could be and how dangerous that could be when you've got, I think it was 5 guys in double figures. That is something that's scary, and that if everybody is playing that way, that's something that can carry you far in the tournament.
That being said, Dayton finds itself down 17 to Nevada, takes the shovels and starts digging out. Could you have foreseen something like that?
No, and we all talked about it because we had 2 games here on site where there were teams that rallied in the second half and really rallied, and the other one, Samford, didn't pull it off. I didn't see it in Dayton. It wasn't that you didn't think they had the ability, it was that there was nothing they were running offensively that was showing you the ability that they were going to score again. You knew they could. They have a wonderful guy in Deron Holmes who can score. I mean, this is a guy who's gone to the combine several times. His tool belt is wonderful. They've got outside shooters, but guys weren't hitting shots. And then all of a sudden, Cinderella kind of story. And I know they're not really a Cinderella, but a Cinderella type of story in a way where Kobe Brea hits a shot and knocks it down. And Nick Santos, who hadn't hit anything, finally does at the right time. And that comeback was one, no, did not see coming, did not think it was going to happen.
So when you take a look at this matchup between Arizona and Dayton, obviously Deron Holmes stands out. Umar Ballo on the other side. How do you see this matchup working?
It'll be really interesting, and some of it is obviously you've seen more games than I, so I start kind of going back to reading and looking in how have things played out well. It'll be interesting to see if Dayton's three-point shooting is on. I know Arizona doesn't defend that well, and it wasn't really for a lot of the game as far as Dayton was playing last night. If they can have that, that can be dangerous. Can they slow Arizona down enough? I think Arizona has too balanced of an offense, too balanced of a team, really. I think that gives them the edge. In my mind, I've seen stranger things happen.
Indeed. She is Dana Jacobson. I'm Damien Alameda. It is Dayton. It is Arizona. Saturday morning, bright and early there in Tucson, 9:45 a.m. tip-off from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. We'll be right back.